This scan's identifying the design, operational, and the policy and procedural decisions that state DOTs are making when they're asked to accommodate additional modes and services within their existing right-of-way. Well, first it has to do with what kinds of projects we saw when we were asking to accommodate additional modes within the right-of-way. And what we found is the most common ask is the addition of transit services, such as bus rapid transit and light rail transit within the existing right-of-way, including the dedication of lanes to transit, and then the changes that are needed in the roadway in order to make that additional transit service more efficient. And within those projects, some of the two key findings were, one, we saw how important it was for there to be a shared vision for how transit would be used in that corridor to not just improve transit operations, but in many cases how it will impact and often improve the overall roadway operations. And it's important to have that initial shared vision as to how you'll use the transit project for that. We also saw some really exceptional best practices within state DOTs on tools they've given to their staff, as well as decision-making authority that they need in order to adjust perhaps design standards in order to accommodate those existing modes. Well, within the state DOTs, within the team itself, we had state DOT officials from Michigan, Florida, Minnesota, Washington, and Pennsylvania. And then we spoke with state DOT as well as local officials who are directly involved in these projects in Richmond, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Detroit, Michigan, Minneapolis, Minnesota, San Francisco, California, and Seattle, Washington. Well, there's kind of two issues. One, that within the state DOTs, the issues that we learned cross through the entire DOT. So it could be planning, design, maintenance, operation, traffic, safety. So we have to identify all the areas within DOT staff to get that message through. But the other part is the transit part of this. The transit agencies are partners in these projects. So we need to look at national organizations where transportation planning as transit agencies can learn from the lessons as well.